Hello viewers, welcome. This is your host Nurse Roslyn Odhiambo on Skills versus the Midwife. The segment is Amidst Heroes. And today we want to still recount on our experiences and our stories. This is the third episode and today we are going to talk about yet another obstetric emergency. On the other videos, we talked about cord prolapse. We've seen multiple pregnancies where we talked about the conjoined twins and how the delivery process went through. Amazing. So I want to welcome the guest for today. We have Hesbon. He's going to introduce himself.
Thank you very much. I'm humbled to be here. My name is Hesbon Mbiro from Homa Bay. I'm currently a student at Kenya Methodist University doing nursing in my third year. Yeah, and I was at Meru Teaching and Referral Hospital for my clinical rotation in the labor ward unit. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hesbon. Remember what our business is all about here. We are nurturing professional nurses to better tomorrow and to better even the services that we are offering for our clients. And looking at the bigger picture, we want to inspire generations and generations. So today we are here. Tomorrow, it could be you who is watching us today. So Hesbon, I understand that you are able to competently, let me start from that word, competently diagnose and deliver a shoulder dystocia, a client who has shoulder dystocia. And I also understand that this, the baby, the fetus that was born, actually developed a complication. Would you want to share with the viewers?
Yes.
How that was?
Yeah.
Yes.
So during my clinical rotation at labor ward in the Meru Teaching and Referral Hospital, it was during my third week there. I was at night shift, and I had received a patient who was para 2+0, gravida 3, and so when I received her, she had a prolonged labor. And now when I received her, I had to do some assessments in order to continue care for the client. So at around 10 p.m. at night, the client was due, and I was tasked to deliver the client. So I went there, prepared myself, and reassured the mother. And as we moved on to delivery, so the client, despite good contractions, it was taking time for the client to deliver. So during around 10 p.m., 10 minutes around there, so the baby had crowned, the head was out, but now the progress was not continuing. So I had experienced this. There was this sign, a turtle sign, which was going on. So the baby's head was out, but it was getting back to the birth canal. So
are we getting that? The turtle sign? Are we getting that, viewers? Listen.
Yeah, so the turtle sign. So I saw this. So this could be shoulder dystocia I'm dealing with here now because the head. So this could be due to an impaction in the pelvic inlet, which was not necessitating the baby to come out now. So on seeing this, I called a certified nurse who came and observed this, and she concurred with me that indeed we are having a shoulder dystocia here. So on that, we had to do some maneuvers in order to help the baby, because even the fetal heart rate were diminishing and they were non-reassuring. Yeah, so we had to, in the quickest way possible, we had to help the mother and also deliver the baby well.
So Hesbon, I'm imagining shoulder dystocia diagnosed, turtle sign observed. I want you to tell us how you acted. You've talked about maneuvers. So what did you do? I want to see that process. And I want us, the viewers, to also listen to that, because sometimes you get shoulder dystocia and you go like, I don't know what to do, what is not happening, the baby is not coming out, and other people can actually become very tense. They start pulling the head of the baby to come out because of being very anxious and nervous. How was it for you? Give us those maneuvers. We want to learn from you today.
Yeah, okay, for me, once the idea of shoulder dystocia was not in my mind until first I saw the turtle sign.
Yes.
That's why it trained in my mind. From my theory, I saw this could be shoulder dystocia. So I had to call for help.
Call for help?
Yeah, from the certified nurse who came and concurred. It was indeed a shoulder dystocia. So during, we started first, we assessed the need for episiotomy, if it could be possible to help the fetus to come out. So I gave an episiotomy, but unfortunately the episode didn't work. I had to move on to the second maneuver. The the second maneuver, I wanted to try the macrobats maneuver. It
Awesome.
work. Yeah, so we had to shift the mother to near the edge of the bed, and we have to deflex the legs in order for, so if the deflexing of the leg could disimpact the impaction that was not necessary the baby to come out, but still it didn't work. So the nurse said perhaps when the legs are still deflexed, we can use suprapubic rocking in order if it can necessitate the baby to come out. So my assistant, the certified nurse, was doing suprapubic rocking while I was holding the head, the palatal bones of the baby, if he could assist. Remember, we had given an episiotomy too. So upon using the suprapubic rocking and I was holding the baby, so with the contraction, I had the mother to try and push the baby out. So on doing that, it started to come out slowly by slowly until we delivered it. But now, on assessing the baby had a very low applause. So we scored at 1 minute, we scored at 8 because the baby had no cry and also the reflexes were absent. So we had to resuscitate the baby immediately. So immediately we cut the cord, showed the mother the baby and told her that the baby was not responsive. So we had to go and resuscitate the baby. So immediately we cut the cord, took the baby to the resuscitator. We resuscitated, we look at the airway, breathing and circulation part. So on the airway, we did suctioning and positioning of the baby. So upon suctioning, the baby started to respond while we were stimulating the baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the baby picked up?
Yeah, the baby picked up, started crying, slowly by slowly, until now it picked up. And
I'm interested to know, what was the weight of the baby?
so the weight of the baby, it was 4.5 kilograms.
So that was
4,500 grams.
Yes.
Yeah, so we saw that due to that huge chromosomic baby,
Yes.
it could have led to that shoulder dystocia, the impaction on the pelvic inlet.
Was this a diabetic mother or it was just
No,
that was not, the mother was not
Yeah,
diabetic,
the mother
but we
was not
still had a
diabetic.
macrosomic baby.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, I'm interested to know. Now, you were very successful at your first two maneuvers. Yeah, we had the macrobats and then the suprapubic rocking, or what you're calling it, the pressure. And I'm imagining if that didn't work. Now, let me see. What would you have done?
So if that didn't work,
Yes.
so we have the invasive and the
Yes.
non-invasive maneuvers.
Yes.
So what we used, it was non-invasive maneuvers, and we also have the invasive maneuvers.
Yes.
So in invasive maneuvers, we have what we call the Hoods maneuver
Yes.
and the Gaskin maneuver.
Yes.
So we could enter through the vaginal canal. We can go and dislodge the shoulder, which was impacted, and we could remove it out to help necessitate the delivery of the baby.
Yes.
And if that didn't work at all,
Yeah.
we have the Zavanelli maneuver. We can reverse the mechanism of labor back, and then we could take the mother to immediate cesarean section.
No midwife would wish to reach that point where we are actually doing a Zavanelli. Not me, not me. So yes, I think this was a successful delivery because of the skills that you had actually exhibited from the knowledge you had. And I want to believe this was the first shoulder dystocia you were having.
Yes.
You were having that labor ward, or during your 4 weeks experience, right? And you were able to realize or to diagnose. I like this part of diagnosis because that is where the problem that normally is seen in most of our students. And not only our students, we are staff, yes, but sometimes we also learn. We also still learn. And I'm glad that it was successful in such a way that we had a healthy baby and mother at the end of the day. Were there any complications that were seen in the baby?
Yeah, so after the baby has picked up, we have to do a newborn assessment in order to check the condition of the baby. So upon doing physical exam from head to toe, all other things were good, but now from the upper limbs on the right arm, there was a problem.
Yes.
So the baby had an arm that was pronated and had was in a waiter stick position. So on that, we knew due to that could be a damage to the nerves that innervate the upper limbs, that's the brachioplexus nerve. So on that, because that's an emergency, we had to call the doctor who was on call to come and review this. So the time when he has not reached where we are, so as me with the certified nurse, we looked at it and we confirmed this is the Erbs Palsy,
Yes.
and this could be a damage on the upper root of the brachioplexus nerves. Yeah, the C5 and C6.
And C6.
Yeah, which innervates the neck and the upper limbs.
Yeah.
So on that, when the doctor arrived, he confirmed that indeed this was an Erbs Palsy, and we had a damage to the upper brachioplexus nerve, yeah, which innervates the upper limb. So upon review of the child, so the doctor had to call the physiotherapy team in order to come and check and also do some maneuvers and the massaging techniques in order to help the baby.
Yes.
Yeah, to prevent a permanent deformity of the upper limb.
Wow, I'm totally proud of you, Hesbon. I mean, these are stories. These are real stories that we are listening to today, and we can actually attest to the fact that surely we have success stories out there, not only for the staffs, not only for us lecturers, not only for us clinical instructors, but even our students, if we give them the best, if we give them the chance, if we give them the opportunities, then they can shine. And that is basically what we are here to do, because like we said, they are the leaders for tomorrow. So if we don't mentor them today, then who will we live to live on the legacy? So Hesbon was able, and here we're talking about shoulder dystocia, we're talking about Erbs Palsy. What a vast experience you had, Hesbon. I'm so proud of you. I don't know how it was for the staff who were there. I don't know how they were able to articulate this. Did they encourage you? Did they support you? Were they wowed at your performance and your presentation?
Yeah, indeed. At first, the certified nurse who was there was very impressed after I called her and tell her that we might be having a shoulder dystocia here, and she was very supportive. So she let me try and do the maneuvers, because she asked me if I can be able to
actually
continue and deliver.
Yes.
Yeah, I told her that I'm confident. Yeah, we can do it. We can do it.
And that is why, viewers, very soon we are going to have a pass it on segment, mentorship. Remember, this is Amid's Heroes. We're going to have another segment where we can have knowledge passed on, peer to peer, student to student. If we can have students who can achieve so much within a very short period in their rotation, and this is the first time they're actually managing some of these conditions, then that means there's a lot of potential and there's a lot of opportunities that can still come our way. And the reason we are doing this is so that we can be able to encourage you who is out there, that you can learn even from your fellow peer. It doesn't mean that because I'm a lecturer and I stand before a class, it doesn't matter. The knowledge can be passed on even from your fellow peer. And in that segment, we're still going to have these heroes coming on board to share and to share widely. So look out for the pass it on segment. Very soon we are going to start it off. And otherwise, maybe the parting shot you have for our viewers, Hesbon.
Okay, on conclusion, I would like to encourage my fellow peers, student nurses, and other medical officers who are out there. You just need to have courage, roll on the sleeves, be ready to learn, and everything will be well. Just have the go, have the zeal to know more, and all shall be well.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, Hesbon. Thank you for coming to share with us. We have really learned a lot. And just to our viewers, please keep looking out for more interviews and more videos. We want you to share your story. Put a comment. Say something about what you've learned, what you've had, your experiences out there. We want to know. Tell us where you're coming from, so that we can also know that this knowledge is not only for particular people. It can be shared widely. And with that reason, see you in the next video. Thank you.